Welcome to the studio. Nighttime edition. We're gonna give you guys a little tour. Let's go! So the first corner I'm gonna show you is our little sewing corner. Let's go. This is where we put all of the Teetz World Apparel together. And honestly, we have a lot of fun. I don't sew anything myself. I have an assistant, Alex. She comes, she puts all the patches. She does a lot of work for me. She's not here at the moment, but she's here in the clothing. So the collection that I've been working on lately is a lot of patchwork, which is fun because it's super punk, it's super grunge. When I was a kid, I used to put a lot of patches on my clothing. So to do it on kind of like an apparel that I can sell to you guys, it's amazing. I shouldn't swear. We're gonna blog that out. And that's it. This is where we do most of our cutting. We do a lot of our shipments coming out of here. We have a little drawer where we have all of our prints also, which is a fun little thing. You know, I built this myself. But yeah, it's fun. We have like nice little prints here. When they're ordered, we can ship them easily. And that's it. This is our little sewing corner. We're gonna move on from here because it's very small. So what's the point of staying there? This is a little storage room that I actually built. I'm super proud of it because it was a mess in this corner before. But now it's organized. I can slide in all my screens, you know, and we have these beautiful, massive screens that can just like have a home now. They slide in beautifully and I don't have to be worried about damaging anything. Before they used to just be like hanging up on the wall. I ripped the screen because of that. And it was kind of a downer, I won't lie. So that's our little storage room. Over here is where a little bit of the brain massaging happens with the synthesizers and the drum machines. This is where we make all of our music. We make music with my buddy Dean, who's also in the studio, my friend Paulo, who's in the studio. This is where all of that fun happens. Honestly, when I need a little break from doing collage or painting or anything. This is my favorite little corner just to let loose a little bit and not think so much about paint. All right. So this little section is a fun little section. Is where we do all of our manual printing. So we have our screen printing little corner here. We can do our t-shirts, everything that has to do with screen printing. This is where we set it up. We have a screen over here. This is how we make our patches. So we do full screen prints on material and then we just cut them up into patches. It's fun, it's efficient, and you get to save money this way. It's beautiful. I love learning how to do things myself because this way I don't have to rely so much on others, because when you want to get an idea done, you got to get it done quick. That's the reality. Once the t-shirts are printed, we run them through these machines, and this is our little curing section. This little desk is a new little addition to our studio. It's the X tool. It's a laser cutter. It's super cool. It does small screens for me. It burns the screens, which is amazing because when I get my screens burnt, I don't do them here. I have to get them kind of outsourced. I'm also able to engrave in metal. We made these little coasters today. Just fun little things, fun little branding projects. So really love this little X tool. Thank you so much for sending it to me. Over here we have Mega Desk. I call it Mega Desk because it's my mega desk. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. This is where all my ideas come together. This is where I do all my collage work, my computer work. Whenever I have to illustrate anything, work on the computer, send emails, all from here. Luckily I could close my laptop, move it aside. Everything's on wheels, you know? It's a modular studio, guys. You just gotta move around everything. And then this is where I do all my collage work. So this is a fun little section for me. And I kind of created this L, you know, section, but everything's on wheels, like I said, and everything can move. I can clear it out. If I need all the space, I can use it. And that brings me to this section. This is where we make all of our large pieces. I say we, but it's just me, but I feel like sometimes I'm 5 people painting. So we. This is where I make all of my larger pieces, all of the paintings. It's really fun. You know, we just get messy here. This is where we get messy, crazy. We have space. We got space. That's the beauty. This is where I have all my art supplies. Actually, the old owner of this studio left me all these shelves. Well, he didn't leave them to me. I bought them off of him, but for a very cheap price. And now I have all this amazing storage, which is great. And you know, everything, like I said, is on wheels. I have all my paint, all my storage on wheels. This is where I keep all my stock. I like to buy like my material as I go. As I do a project, I'll make a massive material list. Whatever's left over is in the studio, but I have to get a lot of material for my next project. I'm super excited to work on. All right, guys, now let me take you here. Come, we're gonna walk a bit. I'm gonna bring you to the back. This is where we clean all of our screens because we gotta stay nice and clean. So we built this washout tank. Because a washout tank is very expensive. So when things are expensive, you gotta learn how to build them yourself, all right? So we built it. It's rubber inside. It's not gonna rot. It's gonna last at least 10 years. Maybe longer than me. That's it. This is where we clean. This is where we clean. It's amazing. You're good. So behind me is a little wall that kind of makes the studio feel like home. It's a little cozy wall unit. And when I had the idea to build this, I had to build it immediately because this wall unit really makes me feel cozy and at home. I can watch movies while I'm collaging. I get so many ideas through movies. I get so many ideas of compositions for my shots, portraits that I want to use, colors I want to use. I love cinema. So having a little TV here with all of my favorite movies and DVDs, I know that this winter, we're gonna be set.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do. Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult. Goodbye.
So a lot of this wall unit is cool because it has a lot of my assets, my books, all of my magazines that I collage from. Like, I don't just take pictures off of Pinterest. I actually like search through magazines to find all of my favorite assets. There's so many magazines just collecting dust with beautiful images, and I feel like I need to give it a second life. And that's why I love collaging. That's why I love the work I do. I'm giving something a second life. I got a second chance in life, and I gotta give these magazines a second chance. So I have all my favorite books here, a lot of my artists that I love. Whenever I need inspiration, I can just open a book and get inspired. That's what life's about. It's about getting inspired. All right, guys, well, I gotta get back to work. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. On to the next one.